Well, what a rise it's been for Elena Gabriela Ruse. After being pretty much in the unknown territory on the WTA circuit, she has blossomed into some player over the last 12 months, picked up her first WTA title in July last year, and now has her first top 5 win after beating Paula Badosa in the previous round. She is certainly a big threat. But can she take down her fellow compatriot in Simona Halep? Former champion here is Halep. Former world number 1, multiple Grand Slam winner, very popular wherever she plays. The heavy favourite for this one, but we'll know she's up against a player who has absolutely nothing to lose. Pressure all on the world number 23's shoulders, so how will she fare tonight? My name is Pinodgis and I'll talk you through what should be here on centre court at the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships. Ruse fresh from her best win of her career by some distance. Never beaten a top 30 player, then went and beat Paula Badosa in the previous round, but can she go even better? I'm sure this win would probably mean even more to the Romanian, up against one of Romania's greatest ever tennis players in Simona Halep. Someone I'm sure she will have looked up to throughout her career. That win over Badosa incidentally was on court 1, so it's the first time that she's got out onto centre court, having come through qualifying. Pressure will all be on Simona Halep's shoulders, and maybe that's the first sign, winning the toss there and still electing to receive. I think at the same time, probably understanding the situation for her opponent and how Ruse will be feeling. Whether the nerves will be jangling for her fellow Romanian. They certainly will be, they have to be. That win over Badosa playing on such a big stage, again face a former champion in Simona Halep. Halep, who couldn't compete here last year due to injuries. It was a really injury-plagued season in 2021 for the world number 23. It looks like she's back with a vengeance in 2022, albeit without a coach. As for Ruse, well, what a year it's been as well. I talked about the jump that she's had. I mean, she started last year ranked 177 in the world, then as a qualifier went and won in Hamburg on the clay, then also reached the final of Palermo. What a July it was for her, but now showing everyone that she can mix it on hard courts as well. Now ranked at 59 in the world, which is currently a career high ranking, but that is no doubt about to change and go even higher. Having qualified through for this one and then having beaten Badosa, she is on the up and up. How high she'll go, well, that's to be decided. Likely to go to 56 if she loses this match. If she was to win it, it would be another big jump to around 52 in the world. Well, as a 24-year-old, I'd safe to say a late bloomer is Ruse. So qualified for Sydney, reached the second round there. Germany hadn't been able to beat any of the bigger names on the circuit. Now having got the better of Badosa, can she get the better of Simona Halep, who, you have to say, this being the first tournament without a coach, she looked good in the previous round. It was impressive against Alison Riske, who fought hard in the second set. The Halep served very well, backed up the serve superbly. She's talked prior to this event saying that, you know, it is new ground. It's maybe not the best situation, but she's looking forward to experiencing it and see how she goes. She wants to discover things by herself and develop herself as a person too. So she's talked about all the experience she will draw upon with her relationship with Darren Cahill for 6 years and all the advice that he gave her, which was an interesting statement, having just parted ways with Adrian Marcoux and Daniel Dobre after the Australian Open, and really, when you consider all the injury issues last year, I actually thought it was a pretty successful Australian swing for Halep, when you consider that she won the Melbourne Summer Series event and then reached the last 16 at the Australian Open, where she came unstuck to Elise Cornet in brutal conditions. They have met twice before, these two. Of course, they'll know each other very well. From Romania, met already once this year. It lasted just an hour and a minute, and it went to Simona Halep 6-2, 6-1. Their previous meeting in Cluj in Romania, back end of last year, pretty similar scoreline, 6-1, 6-2. In an hour and 14 minutes. Pierre Facci, the man in the chair to look after this one. But here are the conditions. It is a little breezy. It's something that both players will have to adapt to and get used to, but it's nice and warm, 22 degrees Celsius, pretty idyllic playing conditions. In terms of the heat, that is ideal if you want to blow beautifully, just like those two youngsters were doing. Win-win, isn't it, really, if you're a Romanian watching this one? See there, Simona Halep won the toss and elected to receive first. Understandably so. The win predictor heavily in the favour of the two-time Grand Slam winner and former world #1, that is Simona Halep, former champion here, of course. Two-time champion, I should say. Well, those are the fountains that I've been talking about so much. The Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships. They're not the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships. That's just under the Burj Khalifa. Wonderful little area there, the giant shop.